So being yourself may be one of the biggest feel good about yourself pieces of propaganda that has ever been perpetuated by society. Which doesn't make a lot of sense, right? Because from the second we're born, we're told by our teachers, our family, the people around us, that if you want other people to like you and to be your friend, the best way to go about that is by unapologetically being yourself. And if you're watching this video, I'm sure you pretty quickly found that when you see someone cool and you want to talk to them and you try using this mantra of be yourself, things probably didn't go in the way that you were expecting. So ironically, this mantra ends up working against you, because if you're trying to be yourself and it inevitably does not work out in the way that you were expecting, you might just end up feeling worse and you'll just forget about talking to people altogether, because if people don't enjoy being around you when you're being yourself, who's to say that they even want to be around you in general? So in this video, I want to try redefining what it means to be yourself in a more applicable context, so that after you watch this video, you can use this idea in a way that actually works. And stick around to the end, because I'm going to be giving you my super easy tip that will level up your social interactions with other people and has completely changed my outlook on the way that I have conversations with others. But before we do that, we need to establish the inherent flaw of being yourself, which is that you have multiple selves. Essentially, for each group of people that you interact with, whether that be your friends, your family, your coworkers, we wear a different mask for each of them. And the experiences that we have with others are what molds our mask for that group and how we ultimately interact with each of them. And so if I ask you which is more you between the way that you act with your family or with your friends, I'm sure you would probably say neither, right? Because both of those ways you would consider being your authentic self, just in a different way and with different aspects of your personality for different people. But the commonality between all of these masks that I found is that there is some kind of desire to be liked and appreciated by other people. And the idea of just being yourself perpetuates this idea that you should not care about what other people think. But for most of you watching, I'm sure you found that this isn't the case, because this just goes against what it means to be human. No matter how much you might want to delude yourself with this idea that, oh, I don't care about what other people think of me, you do genuinely care about other people's opinions and how they feel towards you, whether you like it or not. And since we wear different masks for different people, to be yourself implies that you have to prioritize one mask over the other. So ultimately, being yourself comes from a place of insecurity, since we are constantly shaping our masks in a way that will ensure that other people like us. And so right now, I want to give you my ultimate tip and my personal insight that I want you to take away from this video that will level up your social confidence instantly. And the way we do that is by breaking free from this mindset of being ourselves because we want other people to like us. Instead, we want to shift away the focus from ourselves and the insecurity of being liked to helping other people feel better about themselves. So essentially, every person that you talk to, whether you're trying to be their friend or you're interested in them, your ultimate goal should be to be nice to them and improve their day in some way. In this situation, this creates two scenarios. The worst case scenario is that you talk to them and they're not really vibing with your personality and the conversation just kind of ends. But in that situation, you've still been nice to them and talked to them in a way that still makes them feel better about themselves and helps to improve their day. And the best case scenario is, of course, if you talk to someone and they do vibe with your personality, they really enjoy talking to you and they feel really good about themselves when they're with you, and so they want to schedule another time to hang out, which is obviously what you ultimately want. But the commonality between both of these scenarios is that you've made someone genuinely feel better about themselves and their day just by talking with them. This one piece of social interaction has completely changed the day for them. And so rather than being yourself because you want other people to like you, be your authentic self because you want to help other people and you want to improve their day in a way that only you can. And so once you have this mindset that as long as I can talk to a person and really improve their day, and you call that a win in your book, then your anxiety that you feel when you are social interacting with someone else will be so much less, because your goal is entirely different. Your goal is no longer, hey, I want you to like me, so I'm going to act in a way that I feel will make you like me, to a mindset where I'm going to be myself and I'm going to really just acknowledge the fact that I want you to feel good, and I'm going to make this social interaction about you and make things better for you and improve your day. And of course, this mindset takes a lot of time to implement. And so practicing talking to other people and implementing this tip is what is really going to boost your social skills and improve your connections with other people. And I genuinely feel that if everyone used this tip and shifted away from this self-centered ideal and mindset of ourselves being liked, then our world would be just so much more positive and inclusive of the people around us. So I encourage you to join me on this journey of making the world a better place, one conversation at a time. Because once you have this mindset in the back of your head and you're talking to people in a way that really makes them feel good, then you'll find that people will naturally want to be with you. They'll naturally want to start talking to you because they know that when they're with you, they just feel really heard. They just feel like you're really there for them and genuinely care for their well-being. And if I can learn this mindset and implement this in my social interactions day in and day out, then I know that you can too. But anyways, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe, because that would really help the channel out. If you like this video, I would really appreciate it if you let me know down in the comments so that I can make videos similar to these. But other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.